amigos de Esto es Combo? Yo soy el Paella. Me encuentro desde Vaš, en Hungría, a una hora de la capital de Budapest, en donde se está llevando a cabo la filmación de la serie The Witcher. Vamos a hablar con sus protagonistas y algunos de sus creadores. Acompáñenos.
Don't judge me.
They say witches can't feel human emotion.
Me encuentro con Lauren Hesre, la mente maestra detrás de The Witcher, la showrunner. Y también está con nosotros Freya Allen, quien interpreta a la princesa Ciri en The Witcher. Me encuentro con Henry Cavill, quien interpreta a Geralt de Rivia, el protagonista de la serie The Witcher. Hello.
Hi there, how you doing?
What does a showrunner do?
That's a great question. A showrunner's duties basically start in the writer's room. So I oversee a group of 6 writers, and we're the ones that create the entire season and basically sort out all of the stories over the 8 episodes. And then from there, my job kind of extends into everything. I'm here, we're here on set today, so I'm here on set a lot. I'm in post-production a lot. I work with the actors to make sure everyone is comfortable. I really just dip in and out of everything. I don't sleep much.
Heard tales of your kind, Witcher.
This story is about Geralt, but also about the female characters. What can you tell us about their story?
Ciri has a real rough journey. She experiences things that she's never experienced before, and she's definitely a bit naive to what her future holds.
Hey, she's a witcher too, right?
Possibly in the future, yes.
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
What's a witcher, for those who don't know the series?
A witcher is, in short, a mutant. It is a man or a young boy who has been subjected to all sorts of magic and chemical trials, and from these trials they gain a faster reflexes, they are stronger, they are quicker, and they have an incredible uncanny ability to survive in a world filled with monsters. And they are, they're created by this process, not many survive. And that is what a witcher is, basically a monster hunting mutant.
They say witches can't feel human emotion. What do you believe in?
Evil is evil.
You're the responsible of The Witcher being made.
Kind of, yes.
Mm-hmm. Was your idea?
No, it's funny. Netflix knew that they wanted to make this a show, and it's Netflix is the perfect home for this, because they're really, I think creatively, they've allowed me to have a lot of room to develop it how I want to develop it. But we found each other, and I think that I fell so in love with The Witcher. I had read The Last Wish, actually, before I came aboard. But then I sat down and blew through all of the novels. And so I came to them with a very specific pitch of what I would want season 1 to be, and then 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and I could go on forever. But yeah, and now we're here.
You're a mutant. Created by magic.
Y este es otro de los escenarios de la serie The Witcher, que está construido dentro de los estudios Origo, cerca de Budapest, en donde también se han filmado otras películas como Terminator de Tim Miller, Dunas 2049 y The Martian, entre otras. How did you become familiar with your character? Through the novels, through the video game?
Both, really. I played The Witcher 3 through a number of times. I played The Witcher 2 a little bit, but never played it all the way through. And I read the books later on. I didn't realize the books were where the game was actually adapted from, or the games were adapted from. And I enjoyed both of them enormously, the series of books and the games. And so I used both of those to help become more comfortable and develop my character.
Lesser. Greater. Middling.
Why did you decide to make the show here, to have the shooting here?
First of all, what we're looking for, we're a huge production. There are hundreds of people that are working on this every single day. Mm-hmm. So we needed a place that really had the infrastructure for us, who could come in and provide stages and provide crew, but also could provide beautiful locations. We often say that we're a show on the run. Our characters are constantly on journeys. It's not like a police drama where they come back to, the sort of the police department
Uh-huh.
every episode. We're in different places every episode, so we really needed a place that could support that with forests and castles and buildings and history. But also, we've been kind of traveling the world to shoot too. We've been to the Canary Islands, we've been to Austria, and most recently we went to Poland.
Roaming the continent,
We don't want your kind here.
hunting monsters.
How's it like working with Henry Cavill?
He's great. He's so dedicated to playing Geralt and passionate about The Witcher. He loves the books and the games.
Because then I am what they say I am.
All of our choices draw our destinies closer.
Did you have any special training with weapons or any abilities that your character had?
Yes, I mean, I was cast reasonably late in the game, so we turned up. As soon as I was cast, I think it was about 3-4 days later, I was made sure that I was out here and rehearsing with the stunt team as early as possible and part of the production meetings and just trying to get as much involved as I possibly could at the late date that I was involved. And sword training was a major part of it. Sword training is important. Obviously, The Witcher has to be very, very good with swords, and that's something which I'm continuing to work on as we go forward.
Princess Cirilla.
Is it the story arc that inspired the series, or is it another one?
The books?
Mhm.
Yes. The books have inspired the series, yeah.
If he is out there, there is still hope.
How has been the process of learning on The Witcher?
I've learnt so much. I mean, I'm constantly working with such fantastic actors that I just absorb everything from them, and everyone has different processes in the way they work, and I've kind of learnt to create my own process, which is great, which has really helped me.
I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
You selected the directors that
I did.
in The Witcher?
Everything, there's a lot of smart people working on this show, and every time we get a new name of someone, a bunch of us sit down and talk about it. We always talk to see if, who's worked with who before. It's really important to me to have nice people around. We work really hard. We work sometimes 6 days a week, 12, 14-hour days. It's really a big family now.
For a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
You have worked on series and movies. How is this Netflix series different from those productions?
I don't know if you can say there's any major difference. The difference between TV and film is obviously a film takes about the same amount of time to shoot as a TV series, but you're having to fit 8 hours worth of TV or 10 hours worth of TV into it rather than 3 hours worth of film. And so there's just a matter of squeezing that much more into just a shorter time.
Destiny. I can't protect her.
Is the tone of your character like really serious, solemn, or how could you describe it? Because in the video games, at least, he's sometimes like with tones of humor, and also he's a ladies' man. Is he like that on the series?
Geralt in the series, it depends on who he's talking to. If he's talking to Roach, he's a very different person to who he's talking to when he's talking to an alderman or a stranger. He's an old man. He's lived a long time in a world that isn't very friendly. And so his personality often reflects that. But he's never quite lost touch with that quality of what makes him special and separate as a Witcher. And so you will see little mixtures of both.
Okay, anything else for your fans in Mexico?
Fans in Mexico, guys, I really hope you enjoy the show. This is something which is very, very close to my heart, and I can't wait to have you guys see it.
I'll take that chance.